Hi guys, Moment here, and today we are going to be talking about Apple's new operating system for the Mac lineup, which is called the Mac OS Catalina. This video is going to focus on two different areas. One is the installation of your Mac OS Catalina on your MacBook, and the second are the different features incorporated in the Mac OS Catalina and what I really liked in Mac OS Catalina. Just to give you a quick roundup, main flagship feature with they've changed is that they're going to scrap iTunes and they're bringing in Apple Music, TV, and podcasts. This was a quick update on macOS Catalina and the features which I liked. Now we'll get into the installation process and see how it's installed. So first off, what you need to do is that you need to hit your About. So if you go into the Apple logo on the top left corner and you hit About this Mac, here it will tell you what sort of Mac and what sort of operating system you're using. There are two ways to do it. Either you can hit How to Upgrade over here on the web portal, or you could also go through your software update over here and it will give you the list of different software updates in your system settings. So if you click How to Upgrade, and it will give you the detail on how to upgrade your Mac. And as soon as we hit Upgrade now, it opens up the Mac Store, and over here the App Store which has opened up, all you need to do is hit Get over here. This will basically start downloading the macOS Catalina to my computer. It'll save it in a specific folder, and from there on it'll give me the option to upgrade it. Okay guys, so the macOS Catalina has been installed. This is the version 10.15 on my MacBook Pro. So dynamic wallpaper is the first feature which I picked up, and over here if I go into desktop and screensaver in my system preferences, it will basically show me the dynamic wallpaper or automatic wallpaper. I'm going to use this Catalina's desktop wallpaper, and what's going to happen, it's this is a still, and if I click dynamic, it's day and it'll turn into day, and as night will fall it will turn into dark. So you can either choose dark still or you can just leave it to dynamic. But what I've noticed in the still wallpapers, there are few new wallpapers. I'm guessing this one's new. iTunes has been scrapped, and in the place of iTunes now you have the music, podcast, and TV. So that is the music app, that is the podcast, and that is Apple TV. So first off, let's go and have a look at the music icon. So it'll give you this warning, and from here on you will get a pop-up, or if you want to try it for free you can go ahead, and you can see that the interface has been changed. So you have the iTunes store over here, but now music is an independent app. Then you have podcasts. So podcasts are going to be mirroring whatever you've downloaded on your phone. And over here, I've downloaded, say, a different podcast in my library. And so that'll basically give you a complete update on the episodes and what you were listening on your iPhone. Now, Apple TV, it's a new app, and it consists of the Apple TV Plus, which is a paid subscription. Over here you can watch movies and you can watch television programs which are dedicated with Apple, and you get all these programs in one single app where you can go and you can either scroll through your movies, TV shows. You have a library for kids, and you have a separate library. Next, I want to talk to you about backup and sync. Now, if I were to open up my Finder and I'm just going to connect my iPhone, an icon will show up over here. So previously it used to be iTunes that used to pop up, but it's really cool that they've integrated your connections in the Finder. Over here it's going to give me some sort of the same feel of iTunes, but in my Finder. I think that this is much better than iTunes because, one, the interface is a bit different. It seems to be the same thing, but it's more organized. In the Generals tab, I can see that the space on my iPhone, the battery, if it's charging or not, because I've plugged it into my MacBook, so it's charging. Then we have music, films, TV program, podcasts. I can sync them on my MacBook, then audiobooks, books, photos, files, and info. If you look at the files, these are the different files which I have on my iPhone. But in general, the idea behind this feature is that you connect your iPhone to your MacBook, it shows up on the Finder, and you can simply sync it over here, and you can even use Wi-Fi to sync it. So I'm just going to click Wi-Fi, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit apply, and what this will do is even if I take off the cable, probably it should still be connected to my MacBook. Next off is the Photos app. So Photos has been completely redesigned. It's the same as in iOS 13 on your phone, that you can view your photos in different layouts. So you have the years, you have in months or in days. So let's get started and see. And now you can scale your photos. It says easily zoom in and out. So let's go ahead and see. So it's going to update your library for the first time, depending on how big your library is. So once the library has been updated, it will basically run through this sort of process in which it will curate the different albums, and it's like what it says, it's gathering the favorites, it's analyzing the whole library for duplicates and scenes and so on. And I think that once that's done, then we could see the full potential of the Photos app. And over here, if I go into months, you can see that the video is playing automatically. So that is a really cool feature. I think you guys should really appreciate that they have made some serious changes in OS Catalina. So Notes has been changed, just like the update on the iOS 13 on your iPhone or your iPad, that they've completely revamped it. And over here you have gallery view, a new checklist, and you've got shared folders. So as soon as you open up the Notes app, you will see that there's a significant change, and the change mainly starts that you can go into your suggested searches, and if you hit your suggested searches, you have all these suggested searches by scanned documents, notes with drawings, checklists, and notes with attachments. So if I hit attachments, it will come up with all the attachments and so on. So I think that Notes has really been updated, and I'm really enjoying using Notes. And the Reminders app gets a complete overhaul with, it's got quick creation and easy organizing. Just like your iOS 13, you can see the interface is the same. You have today, scheduled, all, and flagged. So that's all my personal. If I wanted to go into my completed one, so I can hit show, and it will give me a list of all the items which has been completed. So let me show you how to create a new list. It can be to check my car, and I can add in a date, say today, and time, say 12. And the coolest thing is that now it has the ability that you can even nest two different tasks in say one task. Say if I were to click this, and I can even change the color, I can change the icon if I want to. So yeah, so there's a lot of customization in the reminders. So next off is Safari. In Safari, you'll notice that the changes they made is very much significant, and the icons have increased in size, and you have now these different folders. As soon as you hit your search, and say if I go into YouTube, it'll give me my Google suggestions. If any of the tabs are open on another device, I could just simply click that, and it will open up the video. And over here, if I right click the speaker icon and I hit enter picture in picture, it will open up a picture in picture, which is actually brilliant piece of kit that, you know, picture in picture is available now, that you can move it up or you can move it down, and say if I need to watch another web page while watching this video, I can do that now. That is really, really cool. So in Mac OS Catalina, you have a new feature called screen time, and now screen time is available in your system preferences, and if I hit screen time, it'll basically give me the screen time which I've been using on my Mac. And not only that, it gives me a very detailed information on the different notifications, the pickups, and the downtime. If I need to have any downtime, I can just add this, and if I click turn on, and then app limits, I can add an app and I can just limit the usage. So I think screen time is a really, really cool feature. I'm really enjoying it. Although I'm not really applying the limits, but it is giving me a lot of information that how much am I using my MacBook. Another feature which I've noticed in macOS Catalina is in disk utility. Now you have these two different options, and in Macintosh HD and the Macintosh HD data, it's basically a volume which can't be deleted. The last feature which I want to talk to you about is SIDECAR. Now, SIDECAR is a new feature which allows you to extend your MacBook screen to your iPad. Now, for this, obviously, you need an iPad. I have an iPad, and I have the 12-inch iPad. It's so easy to extend my current MacBook screen to my iPad that it's quite interesting that all I have to do is I have to hit enable, and what I have to do is I have to select the device, which is the Mi12, and it'll just blink, and all of a sudden you'll see that your iPad has turned into a sort of a screen extension. And now, say if I were to open up say Google Chrome or Safari, and if I go into Safari at this website, and if I were to drag it across, as you can see, as I'm dragging it across, it's coming to my iPad, which is very cool. And then this way you can even work on your notes and your Photoshop and so on. So SIDECAR is an amazing feature for developers, and I think people will take a lot of advantage of this new feature. Although it's new, but Apple is bringing up updates, and with those updates, I think the functionality will be more smooth. So guys, this was my quick video for the macOS Catalina installation on your MacBook. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it that thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye for now, guys.